Now, entire villages in Pakistan have been submerged, more than 300,000 people evacuated in what officials are calling the worst flood emergency in decades. Well, I'm joined now by the founder and CEO of Khalsa Aid, Ravi Singh. Mr. Singh, good to see you on Sky News this afternoon. Give us an extent there. I was talking through really in words the extent of the devastation, but perhaps you could paint the picture for us.
Well, I think when you say the worst floods, we've heard this last time as well in both India and Pakistan. They share the rivers. And it seems every time there's a flood, it's the worst flood. And people are, I don't think you can imagine how people manage to escape to, climb top of their homes, yet they have to leave their animals behind. Those animals could only take so much until, they were taken away by the floods. That is their livelihood. So when you say 300 to 400,000 people have been displaced, they will go back to absolutely devastated homes with no earning, no livelihoods. People are desperate. It's very hot in both countries at the moment. It's humid. It's only a matter of time before disease spreads. People are desperate for clean water. People are desperate for food. People are more so desperate to be rescued to a safe place because they fear more rains in some places. People are now, individuals, organizations like us, Khalsa Aid, we were mobilized from day one. We're trying to work with the locals, reach out to many people as possible. We're also now preparing for after the water goes down, so our planning goes well beyond now. But what we're seeing is devastation. It breaks our hearts, especially we come from Punjab and the India side, and we have teams working actually on both sides of Pakistan, Punjab, and India. Punjab, we have 4 different areas working in both countries. And what we're seeing is, people who are psychologically broken as well. It seems both governments need to work on better drainage system. They know there are rivers in these places. They know that rains are getting heavier. They also know the flooding will occur. I think it's time that water management, flood management is taken seriously. I was involved in the UK Flood Relief in 2014 in Somerset. Since then, they've been dredging the rivers. And I think similar stuff is needed in both of these countries to make sure the water, when it does come, it leaves into a safe place. At the moment, it's all locked up. Dams are being released. The water from the dams are being released into Punjab. Punjab is, you can see from the pictures, it's underwater. It's become like a sea. Nobody could imagine that under there are farms. There's so much devastation. It's more so than the physical damage you're seeing. It's psychological. 2 years ago, we suffered terribly in Punjab as well, and in Pakistan, Punjab, India, Punjab, both Punjabs. We suffered terribly. And now those who could afford to managed to get on their feet. Those who couldn't, still struggling. We, from ourselves, have been clearing farms for very poor farmers who are very small holders, so they can farm again, they can grow crops again. And yet, here we are again, back to square one. It's just repeating itself, a nightmare. People are absolutely, they're losing hope. They feel at times when you talk to them, when our guys have been talking, that they will not come out of this flood alive. We were rescuing women, but we were rescuing all sorts of animals, but also kids from schools. 2 days ago, we got a call. We need your help. Can you bring the rafts? We're using rafts at the moment in the fields. The kids are stranded on the roof. They're desperate for water. It was a race against time. Kids were panicking. We managed to save and safely take them to a safe place and give them water and also some sort of talking to as well, because they were so downhearted, so broken the spirits that they thought, one of them said, I didn't think I was going to come back to my mom and dad. So that's what the fear is. It's absolute horrific. It's like something out of a horror movie, what the people of Punjab, India and Pakistan are suffering at the moment. I can't begin to tell you what sort of diseases will follow if both of the governments do not right now plan, step up, maybe invite world health authorities, health organizations to help them manage any outbreak of terrible diseases that will be now prone to take place once the water is going down. Mosquitoes are rife. Our volunteers are working in the most difficult conditions. It is terrible what's going to happen with the diseases. So we are now talking to vets, because remember, both of these sites, Pakistan and India, rely on animals. So vets need to move in quick. Any animal that has survived, to make sure that they can treat them. Doctors, nurses. We just set up a team for women's well-being in the floods as well, because we need to distribute all sorts of hygiene packs, etc. As an NGO, somebody from Punjab, I am absolutely broken that every 2 years it repeats itself. And we know what are the governments doing on both sides. It is horrific for people who are watching. So many people from Pakistan, the UK, so many people from the other side of Punjab in the UK. We're all watching with absolute hopelessness that we can't do much. We can only try to treat those who are, rescued. So many have died. We don't even know what the real figure of the deaths is at the moment, because people that might have been taken over by the floods or not been reported. These are very rural communities that we are talking about. So communication is broken, lines are down. So the figures you're reading will probably double. Displacement will double, deaths will double. This will continue to cause a major problem later on.
Well, the images that we're showing our viewers there are just absolutely devastating. We wish you and the other aid agency and workers much luck in helping relieve the situation there. Thank you for talking to us.